back with some new shit that back with some new shit that back with some new shit that.
Yo, what's up, man? We back at like a crackhead. This is your boy Ill. Alright, we back at it with some new info.
Look, I just flipped the switch. Flip. I don't know.
Next on the chopping block, we got Munchie B and Baby Runner challenge each other in a battle, a rap battle. Who got the better lyrics? Who got the best song? Who y'all think gonna win this? Money is on the line. DJ Flip said 10 racks. We gonna see if your boy Adam 22 can throw some in the pot. Plus we got the Chicago air raid, ice raid, breaking in, busting in these apartments, these complex out there. Got people on zip ties, old grandmas and kids all stripped down. Man, this shit is crazy. We gonna get into that. So y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beat. Talk to Moo, he hear DARKSIDE when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucker sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucker creeps, yeah. Hey, just be patient till time gon' come. Like a rock star on the stage, I just mind my drum. Pull a pistol in the middle of some beef, I'm behind my gun. If it ain't the police, you could never name a time I run. Easty nigga, I kept that dope in my socks, okay. You better duck or get motherfucking shot, yeah, okay. You ain't my brother if you fucking with ops, yeah, okay. Stick up your plug and have him take me to your spot, yeah, okay. See, you don't understand that peek through them blinds. I was dancing with the devil, brother, time after time. Guarantee you see murder, you take a look inside my eyes. Money called me and told me they all like a surprise. Can't believe what you saying, I know you wear a disguise. You gon' fail trying to play me, you gon' die trying to try. Put some shots in this other body, put his soul in the sky. I am not with the back and forth, all my niggas trying to slide. Don't feel it through my soul on this motherfucking beat. I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beats. Talk to Moo, he hear DARKSIDE when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucking sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucking creeps, yeah. See, you don't hate me, you just hate the addiction. I remember being alone in the most fucked up position. I pray to God every night, remove me out these conditions. See, they gon' judge before they know you and really see how you living. Can't expect you to pay attention and really seek out the difference. But let me warn you, please keep my name up out of your mentions. I'd rather, nah, fuck that nigga, I'm finna go to gang life. EBK.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Hope y'all can hear me. Turn this nigga down a little. Yeah. This is your boy Ill back here like a crackhead, you know, in that trap active. We got some ill reactions. Who's next on the chopping block? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We got some shit to talk about. Alright, first we got the Munchie B versus Baby Runner. Not like you think, but they both rappers. They from opposing side. If you don't know, Baby Runner from DARKSIDE 40s and Munchie B from Gangsta Bloods. And RACCS just put out a new song, and they was talking about on No Jumper, so we gonna get into that reaction, and after that we gonna go into this this ice raid, man, on Chicago, man. They bust into a project, man. It's some crazy shit, man. That boy up in the office acting a straight fool. So we got that. Then we got DLU
Speaking on Puffy, they gave him like 50 months. So we're gonna get in that. Gene Gill got his words on it, and if we got a little time, we're gonna get into this. OG Percy goes off on OG Kunta and OG. Let's get to it. Shout out to Two Gangsta for YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all go over there, run them numbers up.
Is reacting to a freestyle from my boy 4Extra. They said this was one of his better songs. Munchie B is from Inglewood family, so I never thought I'd see this day. But my boy was dancing to a song that was written by 4Extra, a rival of his from Rollin' 40's crib. Munchie B even said that he's willing to do a song with 4Extra. Here, let's check it out.
I'm just getting the money looking both ways. I'm just getting the money blowing all day. I'm just getting the money looking both ways. I'm just getting the money blowing all day. I'm just getting the money looking both ways. I'm just getting the money blowing all day. I'm just getting the money looking both ways. I'm just getting the money blowing all day. I'm just getting the money getting so fast. I've been spending, I've been all on my cash. Laughing at these niggas, laughing as they gas. Why I'm getting the cash, why I'm getting the bag. Laughing at these hoes while I'm blowing this shit. Flying down in the hood for a whiff. Stacking brand, bitch, and I'm stacking.
Adam22 said 4Extra needs a writer, somebody to write all of his songs, and that somebody should be Baby Runner. Adam and Lush said that Baby Runner is the best writer in Los Angeles. I'm glad that my boy is finally getting the exposure that he needs, cause I've been telling everybody that Baby Runner is cold. Munchie B said that he would destroy Baby Runner on the mic. When it comes to rapping, they're not even in the same field, and that
Shout out to Baby Runner, man. Yeah, man, I've been saying that on this podcast. I've been saying that Baby Runner is the next one up. So, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with your boy, Baby Runner. I like Munchie B too. They both put out dope records. But if I was to go with the more battle tested, more got the punchlines, I'm gonna go with Baby Runner. But at the same time, Munchie B is cold on that mic, so it's gonna be real interesting to see. Hope they keep it on wax, and they're trying to put like a wager. I think DJ Flip or something putting up I think 10 racks.
That's according to Munchie B.
Sort of like Baby Runner, like he got Baby.
It don't sound like Baby Runner never be there. No
Baby Runner needs to write every single word that he spits ever, and then his career will take off.
Is one of the best writers in LA for
yes,
sure.
I agree with that. That real stupid hard.
Letters to the judge.
No raps.
Baby Runner, I said.
You really you ain't heard of shit like that?
Yeah, fuck Baby Runner over.
I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying, Baby Runner is the best.
Hard. Baby Runner, Baby Runner's
another
story.
Hey,
look. He run hard like all the jail shots. Baby Runner is not weak by far. He's not weak, but it about the hats when he's going through the hood.
That was dope.
That was hard. That was very creative, and that was dope. But that song ain't go out. Fuck Baby Runner over.
Munchie B.
Hey, but Munchie B is supposed to think that way. He's supposed to feel that way about himself anyway. I think this is going to be a great thing, man, for hip-hop. This is a little different. Like, we trying to extend some peace when it comes to these situations, man. They're both on opposite sides. And, they got history in these streets. So this will be good, I think. Shout out to the Don moves, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to my keyways. So, yeah, we're just going to see how this pan out, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on Two Gangsta for YouTube. Go check out Morals Over Money and your boy Young and Hefe.
Rap the hardest, rolling the campaign, president counting that bank money, feeling that pain, maneuvering with the shooters in the game where you slip up, fools stinking manure. Don Dada, flies American Condor, so much my vital lace it.
Alright, man, let's get to this shit, man. This shit is wild, man. Nolan Martin, man, he always try to get you the news that shapes and give us the the information that we need for the black community. So shout out to Roland Martin. Make sure you go to Roland Martin Unfiltered and go subscribe, go support his channel, because it seems that he's the only channel left that's speaking for our black people. Salute to that brother. Now we're gonna get it. Shocking ICE invasion. Trump's federal agents turn Chicago into a battlefield. Let's get to this shit, man. It's looking like motherfucking New Jack City. Like they in Carter or some shit. This shit, bro. Niggas got SWAT gear on.
And journalists here in the city rallied to put out statements and to put pressure on the government to release him. But many people who have been protesting have been detained. And Steve is a white man, so he told us that people of color are being detained. They're not having as good of luck as he had with getting released so quickly. So it's definitely concerning for us and everybody who's been following this about the safety of journalists, because they have been targeted.
And Roland, I just want to add to that too. I went out to Broadview about 2 weeks ago. I have family in Broadview. Like, I'm very familiar with the suburb. It's wild to watch what they're doing to people out there in Broadview. I saw with my own eyes. There's snipers on the roof of the boarded up Broadview ICE facility. They're shooting people with pepper bullets. They intentionally threw a tear gas canister towards a clearly marked ABC 7 news truck, and
Not only they're using these military tactics on regular citizens, they are shooting these rubber bullets, tear gas and all that at the reporters. I've seen some footage pull up where they slam this girl straight to the ground. Like, this is crazy. Look, bro, things is changing in this economy, man. So it's a different type of era that we live in, and it's kind of like in the 1930s and 40s with the World War II, with the Nazi regime. This is just right now. We got the United States that's taking these pages out of Minecraft and parading this white nationalist Hitler rhetoric throughout the airwaves. So now you got this orange fool sending the National Guard, ISIS, and now he wants to send the military into our neighborhoods. Listen, to our neighborhoods. Why y'all niggas out there gangbanging and you sitting on the block and you doing this and you battling some niggas a few miles up or whatever, or across the street, you've been beefing for 10, 20, 30 years. Nobody ain't got nowhere. Nobody has expanded their neighborhood. No matter how old they is within the community, they have not yet figured out how to expand their neighborhood. And then we got more and more generation after generation of these young guys out here that ain't doing nothing for the neighborhood. So now you got this guy that's in office who ain't playing. He's sending the National Guard, he's sending ICE raids, he's about to send the military, talking about these are the training grounds. So he hit Chicago, LA, Portland, New Orleans, and this is like gangbang capital out here on the West Coast. So it's gonna be some shit shaking up. They start arresting niggas that all got felons who sitting out on the block, or they just trying to round up niggas that just hanging around each other. This shit is wild.
The whole row of media who was in that area, in that vicinity, inhaled that tear gas and was visibly impacted by it. So it's very aggressive, and it's a very excessive use of force happening out there in Broadview every week.
Them also rappelling from Black Hawk helicopters down buildings as well. And so is this happening around the clock?
Are you seeing this? I'm a little nervous because I have no clue what's about to happen, but this could...
The tactics changed. So I will say in the early part of this in September, they were doing early morning raids. So there was one that got a lot of media attention that happened in a suburb called Elgin, where Christy Nome, the CBP, they all came out there. They had all of their, militarized outfits on, and they did a raid on a home where they broke into this home, tore down the doors, and they actually detained a U.S. citizen before letting them go hours later. And then they kept some other people that they took from that raid. And so now what you're seeing is them kind of gravitate towards kind of in the wee hours of the night. And in the evening, they're doing raids now, like the one in South Shore. They went to an apartment building in a black neighborhood and just raided that entire apartment building. I think they took like 37 people in that raid, but there were children that were zip tied outside. There were black people who were detained during that particular raid. So the tactics seem to change every
37 people they raided. They raided in, like she said, a black neighborhood and detained 37 people. And you want to tell me these are what, 37 illegal aliens? 37 illegal Haitians? Illegal black people that's illegally in this country? See, they using it as a front. And to me, ISIS ain't nothing but the feds. Ain't nothing but the police and the SWAT with a different uniform. They got some of the best uniforms, some of the best equipment to get at niggas. And they just ain't gonna stop. See, you got white America that build these private penitentiaries all over the country. Now you got a crazy mad president, everybody around him just like do all types of shit, break the Constitution and all that. And now he's sending these agents, National Guard, and using the ghetto as training grounds. That's fucked up, bro. This is something that we need to be really thinking about how serious this is, because we don't got no power against them. We have not came together as people, so we don't got that power and strength. They gonna come with that energy, and we just gonna sit there and take it. Now you got a few renegades, those that's gonna probably come out with the blip, assault rifle and all, but they gonna easily take them out. So niggas with criminal records, felons on the runs or whatever, they coming for niggas, and they packing them in these new prisons and shipping them all over the country. You feel me? This is by design.
And Roland, when you think about safety, we have Black people whose homes, the doors were knocked off the hinges, their homes were raided, children were detained and zip tied. So when we talk about public safety, these people have to return to their homes without having doors on the hinges, like with completely being exposed.
Waking up, like you just walking down the block. Now that's a neighborhood. Look like a decent neighborhood from these neighborhoods. You got military dudes all camouflaged out with weapons and shit, hopping out. And you just out and about in the neighborhood, probably on your way to the store or something. And these dudes hopping out.
People were obtained while undressed. So they really don't have any regard for the community. Black
shit, bro.
People certainly didn't ask for this, and people are outraged.
Look at this.
Broadway, Illinois police chief.
With police.
U.S. Border Patrol. They ain't nowhere near the border. And they just, all these dudes, geared up. All this expensive equipment, and just to detain one dude. Don't matter if he was taunting them, ICE agents, whatever he was doing. It's different if he was pulling out a blade and he get busy right there. But I don't think that's what's going down.
Thomas Mills has been speaking out, angry with how ICE officers are trashing even local officers. This is what he said at a news conference.
My name is Thomas Mills. I am the chief of police for the village of Broadview. We are experiencing an immediate public safety crisis. The deployment of tear gas, pepper spray, mace, and rubber bullets by ICE near the processing center in the village of Broadview is creating a dangerous situation for the community and all first responders. Broadview residents, police officers, and firefighters, paramedics are being exposed to these agents. Our own Broadview police are routinely being exposed to ICE tear gas, forcing them out for an amount of time so they can decontaminate, get their breath, clear their eyes, which takes them out of service. The use of these weapons is directly harming Broadview's first responders. Currently, the Broadview Police Department has launched 3 separate criminal investigations into ICE activities since the Midway Blitz began in the Chicago area. We have requested the full cooperation of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security in these investigations, and we expect that cooperation to happen.
And what he's been...
I don't know if this is gonna work, but that's cool that they fighting back. They building their resistance. So they trying to hit them illegal. You know, like I say, man, you got these neighborhoods that ain't protected. The gangs ain't gonna protect the neighborhood. Let's just get that out the way. So you got police that control all these different neighborhoods from the west to the east, all around. But the community doesn't trust the police. They don't trust the police department. The police has lied, has put trumped up charges. They've been killed many of our people. So the trust is gone. And now you have nobody to really stand for the neighborhood, protect the neighborhood, and all we have is the police there to police and keep the residents, in my opinion, under siege. Under siege. You got brothers and sisters that's in the neighborhood. Everybody can't move out of the neighborhood. So you got brothers and sisters in a neighborhood that's ravished, dilapidated buildings, no jobs. The city itself has given up in those areas. And you got the police that's just up in there aggravating and causing more division and strife and chaos with the residents there. And you see that the man that's in the White House don't care. He's coming for all the major towns that are Democratic run, as he said.
Been saying is just how they've been treated. This was another clip. Give me 1 second. I saw this in a local news report. Watch this.
I was shocked. I've never been spoken to by a fellow law enforcement officer in such a way.
Broadview Police Chief Thomas Mills says on top of requiring 75% of his department's manpower for crowd control outside of the ICE processing facility in the west suburban city, he was personally, verbally attacked by ICE agents during a protest.
I'm a leader of a department. I know that my office is looking at me for guidance and leadership, and I had to ensure that, I had to stay calm and not engage in such unprofessional behavior.
Chief Mills.
They're not going to, personally, they're not going to me, they're not going to respect that black man. He's the chief of police, and you got this whole agency in their town overthrowing what they supposed to do, their jurisdiction, and then disrespecting the chief of police. Man, it's emotional.
By ICE agents before being detained for hours during a middle-of-the-night raid in South Shore earlier this week. As Scott Snyder reports, congressional leaders are hoping her story for...
Look, they've been going through, like I said, bro, they just been going through raiding people's neighborhoods. They come into these neighborhoods. They come into Watts, they come into Compton, South Central. They're not playing. And they come into all of the gang-infested neighborhoods, and they cracking hands and taking it. They waiting for our people to provoke. They waiting for our people to just start some shit. Give them a reason so they can fuck the rubber bullets, so they can put out live ammo. This is what I say. They let this man do whatever he want to do while he's been in office, and they're not stopping. So until these crackers understand that, okay, what they doing is what this man doing ain't right, and they stand up, black people ain't got no. I don't feel like the black people got no enemies. We've been hearing all the speeches forever. Niggas is tired of hearing the speeches. So blacks ain't got the power. The billionaires and the rich folks that are melanated, they don't care about the neighborhood. They're in a bracket where they're told not to fuck with us, not to care about our plight.
Further unites the city as immigration action throughout Chicago has taken a violent turn in recent days.
But this is how you trans
Calling people. This is their apartment.
Children crying, children were thrown on the ground, zip ties, and now this building has been vacated.
Days after ICE agents conducted a late-night military-style raid on a South Shore apartment building, congressional lawmakers offered the press a tour inside. On the same day, Governor J.B. Pritzker told a national audience that the search for a few criminals quickly turned into a siege.
They were going after a few gang members, and instead they broke windows, they broke down doors, they ransacked the place, and there were people that were held, elderly people and children zip-tied.
For tissue fix.
See what I'm saying, bro? Zip tying women and children. Stretched out, pulling them out of their apartment buildings. These people are already living below the minimum. And then you got these folks thinking that they up in here upholding, like hiding out these immigrants. So people who don't have nothing to do with that, they're being victimized by these ICE agents.
Blame it on the president.
Fisher is among the handful of U.S. citizens to be detained during the South Shore raid, handcuffed and thrown into a van for hours. She's still searching for answers.
I got a gun put in my face and everything. And me personally, I don't appreciate that at all. It was several of us that got detained for some hours. I'm not the only one. And we asked them what was going on, and they didn't answer us.
Lawmakers are vowing to unite the city against any and all immigration enforcement as the temperature throughout Chicagoland continues to rise.
Yesterday, it was Brighton Park, where masked ICE agents in military gear with military weapons shot a woman's car up on Kedzie and 40th Street. Last week, they choked a black man on the west side and stormed our community in a military-style raid.
Choked a black man. Shot up a woman's car. This is crazy, bro. Nobody talking about this type of shit. Not enough. Not enough.
Let's be clear. ICE is not about safety. ICE is about control and sowing fear amongst our people.
All of this happening as the arrival of federalized National Guard troops in Chicago appears to be a foregone conclusion.
Kristi Noem has proudly gone on TV yesterday and said, Chicago, get ready because the Department of War is coming to Chicago, an American city. A cabinet leader has declared war on American city.
After allegedly using their vehicles to ram into federal vehicles, the Department of Homeland Security says there was another alleged vehicle ramming incident just blocks away, and that one was caught on video. Tonight, the Department of Homeland Security says there were two separate alleged incidents of drivers using their vehicles to ram into other vehicles with federal agents. According to a federal criminal complaint, Marimar Martinez and Anthony Ian Santos Ruiz used multiple vehicles to strike a vehicle driven by federal agents in Brighton Park yesterday. Prosecutors say Martinez and Ruiz used their vehicles to box in the agent's car. Court documents say an agent, unable to move his vehicle, got out and fired about 5 shots at Martinez. DHS says yesterday Martinez allegedly attempted to run over agents and was armed with a semi-automatic weapon. Martinez.
See, that's different. This is all allegedly, but that's different. You trying to use your car as a weapon, a tank or whatever, and you trying to ram that shit into my vehicle. And yes, I'm there, and yes, I'm there to do my job. But you take it upon yourself to try to storm at me with this vehicle. You're really trying to come and kill me. And so they say he came out with an automatic weapon. That's different. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you got these actual terrorists or whatever that's actually got a neighborhood under siege. Like, you can see it. You can see that these dudes are running and shit like it's the Carter. Like, that's different. But to me, where they're trying to make it seem like this is like Gaza, they somewhere in the Middle East and shit. And, we got soldiers running around all through the city. Like, you come out your front door, it's like the whole city is occupied. And that's what they turning this United States into a police state. Y'all think nigga playing, but it's some real shit. They're making it real difficult now. They're gonna make it real difficult.
As drove off, but paramedics found her at a repair shop about a mile away from the scene. An ambulance took her to the hospital where her gunshot wounds were treated. Ruiz also drove away, but prosecutors say police found him and his vehicle at a gas station about a half a block away. This video, captured by a witness shared with ABC News, was taken at Kedzie and West 40th Street. We slow it down to show a uniformed officer pointing a gun. Ruiz's SUV is also seen at the gas station. Court documents say it's the same gas station where agents later detained him. Prosecutors say the two were allegedly part of a convoy that followed agents after a CBP operation. And tonight we're learning about an apparent...
See, this is what I'm saying. I'm not taking away from them actually getting out and then they're actually neutralizing They know exactly who they're coming for. But to sit here and say, okay, that's a inner city urban area, and we gonna go over there because we think there's some illegals hiding into that complex. So they don't have no intelligence. If they had some intelligence, they wouldn't be just stripping people out of their apartment buildings, handcuffing babies and kids and mothers and shit. You know, you have no intel. You just think that you're taking that everybody that's part of this whole complex is behind hiding these illegals. And that's not right. You ain't gonna see them busting in no suburban area, no white only area, gated community busting in, coming in, flying in over helicopter, whatever, dropping into their neighborhood, looking for them. Like illegals don't stay in these neighborhoods. Trust me, that's where they go wrong, because the ones that are legal and they got something running and got something operating in this country, because everybody is in this country in some kind of capacity where they're doing some type of legal shit. Not everybody, but they're not doing it where they think. This is not the 80s. These people are in neighborhoods that's full of Karens. You know, they incognito. Like, these dudes is goofy as hell.
Second incident involving a driver allegedly ramming a federal vehicle. This video captured from about 6 blocks north. Here you see the driver of a black SUV ram into the back of a white pickup truck with flashing blue lights. It's not clear who is driving the SUV. The SUV chases the pickup down Kedzie towards the direction of protesters. A second black SUV slams into the first one, and what appear to be uniformed officers jump out. That video has been widely viewed with the claim it showed the original attack on federal agents, but DHS says it's from another, what they called, quote, vehicle assault. DHS also says that unidentified suspect is in federal custody after attempting to run ICE agents off the road. Several agents were taken to the hospital, but it's unclear how they're doing tonight. As for Martinez and Ruiz, both are in custody, charged with assaulting, impeding, and interfering with a federal law enforcement officer. Karen.
All right, Kate, thank you. And Chicago police reply to reports that they did not respond to yesterday's incident in the Brighton Park neighborhood. CPD says they did respond to the shooting scene to maintain public safety and traffic control, but they say federal agencies are leading the investigation. CPD also says they responded to 2 hit-and-run calls involving federal agencies later yesterday afternoon. The department released a statement saying, in part, as we have made clear before, we will respond to calls for service and enforce the law when crimes are committed. For incidents involving federal immigration enforcement, CPD supervisors will respond to the scene and determine the appropriate course of action in accordance with city law.